they play
Actually,
with.
bricks.
Sorry, Lego bricks. That's my bad, guys.
Hey Lego fans, I'm here with Stella and Chelle from Lego Masters Junior. You've seen these guys on TV building amazing things, and now we're going to talk to them and find out what their Lego lives are like and what it was like to be in the Lego Masters build room and experience all of these wild challenges that they've been a part of. So thank you so much for talking to me both about this experience that you've had. Would each of you mind telling me what your first ever Lego set was, like how you first experienced Lego bricks?
Okay, so we were looking through old photos and before this interview, and my first ever Lego set was like a Friends beach set. I don't remember. I started Legos when I was like 2. So
Same. Mine was also like a beach Lego Friends. It was a turtle with like a little palm tree, and that was pretty much it.
honestly, like the beach resort. I honestly don't know what the Friends set is called, but it's like a Friends beach resort place.
I
Yeah,
love
it was
how
so
many
long
friends
ago.
that around the beach and holiday and all that kind of stuff. It's really appealing. Could each of you tell me how you started building with Lego creatively, like how you moved away from the instructions and started breaking out from that?
All of my first Legos were hand-me-downs. We didn't when I was like really little, like I said, like 2 or 3 when I actually started Legos, all of mine were hand-me-downs, so I never had the sets. So my first set, like actual set, I got when I was like 7. So I've been doing without the books for a long time.
I don't even really remember. I just remember I always try to make little cars out of stuff. If I found wheels, I try to make a car. It doesn't matter what it was.
And what sort of cars? What did these cars look like? What kind of vibe did they have?
They look like a mess, I'll tell you that. I don't really even know the vibe. Whatever pieces I had, I would make something. I made a mosquito car once.
Amazing.
And I made some other cars, so yeah.
Oh, well,
And
that's
how about you, Stella? What kind of stuff were you building with your brick bin?
I made when like I said, I looked through old photos, and a lot of the ones I used to make when I was really little were like little villages. I'd make a lot of little houses, and like I do a lot of landscapes. I like to do.
And do each of you have like an all-time favorite build that you've created that you're like super proud of, and you're like, oh wow, that's the thing that I always like think of and think, yeah, that turned out right?
My favorite mock, which is like my own creation. What you probably know that, but my favorite mock we've ever made is me and my brother over almost a year made this really big mountain. It has like a whole mountain landscape scene. So there's like cave systems that go through it, and there's a bunch of trapdoors and like a waterfall and a river, and like it's really cool. We've added like a ton of small details that I absolutely love.
Oh, amazing.
To be honest, I don't do mock that much. I usually like instructions because it's like scheduled building. But if I had to say my favorite one, it would be out of Stella's collection. She has a little family tree, and I think it's so cute.
Do you have a favorite set that you've built, Chelle?
I have a giant Harry Potter Express train thing that is hanging up on a shelf in my room, and it took a while, but it looks amazing, and I really love it.
It is a very cool set.
So that's not like the really big, super detailed version of it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's a lot of details in it too. Yeah, and my dad also dropped it when we were moving, and I had to rebuild it again. So yeah.
Is he ever allowed to touch your Lego builds now?
Not again. Nope.
And how did the two of you decide to team up for Lego Masters? How did that come about?
I actually was the one that started with the audition process. And when they wanted like teammates, I actually asked my brother Sam first because I do a lot of Legos with him. But the cutoff was they had to be 9 or older. Sam was 8. And the people on Fox were like, we'll make an exception if he's big and expressive. And we go and I ask him, and note that he is an introvert, like big time. And we're like, Sam, do you want to be on Lego Masters Junior with me? And he says, not at all. We're like, okay. But Shelly, okay, yeah, okay. Shelly was my next guess. I mean, like, I absolutely love her. We work well together, and she's just like the geekiest, amazing person ever.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
And what's your memory of that, Shelley? Does that sound about right to you?
About so. I wasn't there for the whole sand part, but I remember my parents walking up to me and they're like, "Hey, so Stella got this opportunity to go on a TV show, and they were asking for partners. Would you like to go on?" I didn't say a word. I started jumping so fast, like, yeah. So that's what I had.
It was honestly a great decision to go with Shelly. I couldn't imagine doing anything we've done with literally anyone else.
And speaking of like the amazing things you get to do, like stepping into the build room onto that set for the first time, what was that like? Can you remember the feeling of that?
I thought it was awesome. We were standing like the doors, we had to stand like behind them before we walked in, and I was kind of like fangirling because I love the show so much. I watched every season, every episode multiple times. Like, I love Lego Masters. And I got so excited that like my feet went completely numb. So I was like, guys, I'm gonna pass out right as the doors open. But it was really cool. I thought the brick pit was awesome.
I walked in and it was sort of like a little fairy tale for me. It was something I saw on TV, which I wanted to do since I was a kid. And I was like, oh, I'll finally get to be on TV. And this is what it looks like behind the scenes and all that. And then I saw those bricks on the wall and I was like, oh, all right, we're getting to work. Let's go. I'm so excited.
And then thinking about meeting Amy and Boone, the Brickmasters, what was that like? What was it like interacting with them, having them come and talk to you as you're building and so on?
Before I even like got the opportunity, I had always wanted to meet Amy. Like, I just think she is so cool. It's really cool to see like another female that does something I want to do. Like, I would love to do her job. Not take it, but do her job with her. How about that? But it was really cool to meet her. Like, in the first episode, they caught like me being really, really excited to meet her. Like, I was jumping up and down. She is super sweet. Both of them are. Boone's really nice. I feel like I'm leaving that part out.
I love Boone. He was so sweet. He was like the perfect type of person to encourage kids to do what they love to do. And he was there to push us to go a little further and see what we could do, test our limits. So that was really interesting.
Yeah, they were both like really nice and sweet, and I liked them.
And then, of course, you had another person on your team, Jordin Sparks. Firstly, like, I guess that was a big surprise that you had a celebrity joining you to build.
Yeah, they didn't tell us we were getting celebrities until they did, like right before we did. I don't know. Shelly, did you know who Jordin Sparks was? I didn't actually at first.
I didn't know. No, but
Go ahead.
But now that I know who she is, I listen to her music and it's really good.
Me too. Like, she first popped out and I was like trying to be super excited. I was like, oh, she looks really sweet, but I don't know who this is.
Oh yeah,
but
she was an absolute swearheart.
Oh my gosh,
I've never met someone nicer than her.
She was awesome, like so sweet. After a film day, some of the nights she came to dinner with us afterwards. Like, she went and she would hang out, and like, we still sent her like birthday cards and Christmas cards, like, and she responds to our texts. Like, she's super sweet.
Oh, that's so nice. And did you guys teach her a thing or two about building with Lego bricks? Do you think she learned a few things along the way?
To be honest, I think she taught herself, because she built herself in that one episode of making our celebrity stunt double cars, and she did an excellent job with herself. So I'm proud of her for that.
She did. I mean, like, I'm not, honestly, if I'm being honest, I'm not great at building people. Like, I can do animals and buildings, but people are not my thing. But she did like a good job, which is a good.
Some of the hardest things to do with Lego, aren't they? Like, you know, to get the proportions right and everything.
Oh yeah, I've tried a bunch of times and they just don't they just don't look human. They turn out like little blob creatures.
And what was it like building against the clock? Because of course, when we build things at home, you can take as long as you need to, but then you've got this time pressure and this kind of looming deadline for each task.
Honestly, for me, overall, the show was super fun, but that was my one thing I did not like. Like, I just didn't like the clock, that it was there ticking down. That kept giving me anxiety, which was really funny because at home, we're like trying to watch season 5, 6, right? 5 just came out. And like, I like can't watch it because the time bothers me so deeply that I can't watch the new season. Every time my parents turn it on, I'm like, no, stop. And I have to go into a different room.
It was a little stressful for me, but other than that, I was all right. It was just something else I had to do within a scheduled time.
Yeah.
Jeez, okay, Shelly. Shelly's like, I'm good. I'm cool, whatever. I'm over here like, I can't watch the show. It's stressing me out.
That's a good balance though for a team, right? Someone who's like okay with that side of it, someone he's got other things that they're kind of taking the lead on.
Shelly has Shelly's always been good at balancing out my perfectionism crazy and her kind of always calm going. It's a good balance to have.
We're opposites, so it's especially best if you use it in teamwork, which we did. And I tell you, teamwork is the thing that'll make you succeed in life. So it's really easy like that.
Attract. They say opposites attract for a reason.
Yep.
So we know that you're part of the Disney build, obviously from the first episode, the Stunt Challenge build from the second episode, and the Harry Potter build that's coming up. Of those three builds, which one was your favorite to participate in, and which ones were you kind of most pleased with?
Shelly, you want to answer this one?
I think I honestly like the chameleon one better. I mean the celebrity stunt double one better. It was. I mean, yes, we did win. Surprise, surprise. But it was interesting, and it was in my zone because it was a car. So yeah.
I really
did. It was so clever though, like how far you guys took that and like took the concept of a car and just went wild with it and had so much fun. It was like such a good example of what Lego can do when you can go wild and be colourful and fun with something and really take it outside its zone.
I'm gonna have to agree with Shelly. I think my favorite was the car one. I just loved all the little details we added and that it like did so well because I was so surprised when it didn't completely explode just by the force of being pushed up the ramp. Because Technic is like not my strong suit. I love just building with bricks and small details. And then we got to like, we need a Technic. And I was like, I'm freaking out. But it held together.
Yeah, it really did. And that's something so unique as well on Lego Masters Junior. When do you get a massive ramp to play with at home? Like that's something you never ever get to do at any other time with Lego.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're not allowed to smash Lego at my house because it will never get picked up then.
And then just for the last question, what was the thing that surprised you most about Lego Masters Junior and your experience on it?
That is
I think it's the people and the friendships that we made. I had so much fun with Zach, AJ, Zoe, Max, Vincent and Hudson, and then Will and Crosby. They were all so sweet. And it was perfect because we all got along together amazingly. And we all just played games. And we made our own games up like the Lego Bomb or Lego Brick Bomb or something. Brick Bomb. The Brick Bomb game was where we would fill a bunch of one by one pieces in a little box thing that we made, and we would say, Brick Bomb! And then we threw it on the floor and it would shatter. And then I don't know why it was so fun, but it was amazing.
No, what we did with it is we play like hot potato with it. We built a Lego box and put Legos inside it, and we play like hot potato, and then someone would scream Brick Bomb and throw it on the ground, and everyone would dive to clean it up as fast as possible. That was what it was. We looked like my mom has videos of it, and we looked like little like monster children because this was in our like we had downtime between filming and being on set, and like we'd have lunchtime and stuff. And for activities, because we weren't allowed to leave, so for activities to do, they brought us more Legos. They were like, yes, they're on a Lego set, and they've been doing Legos all day. What could they play?
Actually,
with?
bricks.
Sorry. Lego bricks. That's my bad, guys. But it was fun. I think everything was surprising. I didn't even think I was going to get on when I auditioned. It was more of a like, we'll just audition and see. And when I did, it was just every part of it was so surreal. And like, I'm meeting all these amazing people that I've always wanted to meet. And I'm like, this is so cool. And I'm like literally on TV. I think a small detail that was surprising, which this is super random, but the tables, they're the same tables that the adults used, and they were too tall for all of the kids. So in the episodes, you'll see people sitting up on tables or like standing on chairs because we were all too short and couldn't reach. So like they brought step stools out because no one except Shelly. Shelly was the only one tall enough.
Yeah.
But everyone else was way too short. And that was just like genuinely surprising because it didn't feel like they like knew that we were going to be short because we're kids.
You'll be able to go back in like a year and you'll all be tall enough and it'll be like, yeah, the Lego Masters rematch.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Thank you so much both for talking me through your experience on Lego Masters. I can't wait to see what happens in the next episode and to see what you create next. So thank you so much.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you so much.